Hello everyone. Is this kind of crooked? I don't know. There we go. I think that's better. Sorry, 1 minute late. 1 minute late. It is Friday, January the 6th, 7th, or the 8th? Yes, Friday, January the 8th today. Welcome everyone. I'm Tanya Otterstein-Liehs, empowering movement and life coach. And what I'm going to talk about today is, believe it or not, I can't believe I'm talking about this already, but New Year's resolutions. Has it happened to you every year? You probably do the same New Year's resolutions, label it as weight loss, changing your diet, exercising more. Those seem to be the top one that women tend to make every December. You go in gung-ho in January, exercising all the time, changing your eating habits, and doing like all these things, and before you know it's the end of January, and then come February, and then maybe even to March, all those New Year's resolutions are gone, and you end up feeling really more negative, I'll say, and really more hard on yourself than you were going in, right? So that is why I'm talking about New Year's resolutions today. And as you're watching this, if anything really hits home with you, then thumbs up, hearts, share it, because the more you share it, the more you and I can help. And to be honest, the more this video will move up into the news feed and the more women will see it. So, the heck with New Year's resolution, the hell with them, they're shit, okay? I'm being blunt as possible. Sorry if the words I used you didn't like, but it's the worst thing ever is a New Year's resolution. And especially if it's all like, it's not one thing, but you have like 5-10 different things. I mean, I'm going to be honest, you're setting yourself up for failure. That is the whole truth. I'm not going to beat around the bush. A lot of things out there, they play with your emotions and give you false hopes, and it really pisses me off when that happens. So my tip to you is no New Year's resolutions. Do not make New Year's resolutions, okay? Because if you look back over the years, how many times have you made a New Year's resolution and failed, right? You end up feeling like shit. You end up feeling worse than you did before. So I'm going to say do this instead, okay? And I always mention this because this is a simple step that's going to make it happen. And I'll give you, a personal tip as well that I'm doing. It's helping me achieve a goal. So I'm going to tell you to stick with one simple goal and to simplify your goal and to acknowledge that it's better to take baby steps, small baby steps that are going to have your progress see over a longer period of time. Because when you allow those baby steps to happen, that progress to happen over a longer period of time, then the chances of you being successful have skyrocketed. Okay, and I'm not kidding around here. So I'm going to give you a prime example here. So if those of you that have been following me, you know that I believe it was in July, I set my intentions of running a spring marathon, and we're talking about a spring marathon that's going to happen in April and May. There's two. I'm not sure which of the two I'm going to do, and they're only a few weeks apart. I'm probably going to do the one in April, but we're talking July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, okay? That's a 10-year. And the reason being is I'm taking the baby steps to get me there, and I'm being more successful and staying with those baby steps, which is making me be accountable, which is making me being able to achieve my goal of doing that half a marathon. So in July, I set the intention of I am going to run a spring marathon, and I hadn't been running for a long time because of my osteoporosis in my feet, so I have to take again baby steps because of that. So, back in July, yes, I've always been taking daily walks, 2.5, to 4 kilometer baby walks. So I changed that around to starting in July. I started changing those power walks to runs. So, I started out by running 4 kilometers. But again, I hadn't run in years because of knee issues, my feet issues. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take baby steps, smaller distances, do the smaller distances for lengthy time. So, I started out at 4K and I ran 4K. I'm going to say 3 weeks, and I ran that 4K like 2 to 3 days a week for 2 or 3 weeks. And then I said, okay, I'm going to add on another kilometer or 2. So I did that again for another 3 weeks. I ran 5 and 6 kilometers 3 days a week. Again, baby steps, right? I only increased it by 2 or 3 kilometers and made it over a long, successful time. However, because I spread that distance over a longer period of time, I was able to continue to achieve it. So, imagine yourself achieving those little baby steps. Like, it's amazing, right? It makes you happy. It makes you keep on being accountable. So jumping forth, I kept on adding kilometers. So jumping forth, this is my 3rd week into running 15 kilometers. So 3 days a week, I'm running 15 kilometers. I'll throw in maybe one other day of 5 or 6 kilometers. But again, because I've increased my kilometers to 15K, those 3 days, I'm not hesitant in taking a rest day in between. So going from running, starting out 2-3 days and then increasing it to 4 days, 5 days, and now decreasing it, but have increased the distance to 3 days a week, 15 kilometers. Now, what has also happened that's amazing about that is my speed has also increased. And I'm telling you my own personal story because perhaps you're planning on doing a run. And my personal story, I have the intention of having a signal go off in your mind, say, look, if Tanya can do this, then I can do it, right? You can do it, taking the baby steps, showing the achievement. So, I'm still going to run 15K next week. The following week, I'm going to add 1 or 2 kilometers, again, doing that for, 3 weeks. And then I know I'm well on my way to getting to that half a marathon distance in no time. Therefore, the only thing I have to work on then, once I have, as you know, to half a kilometer is 21.5K. So I'm going to have that in enough time, that distance. And then what I get to work on is my speed. And the really cool thing, again, because I'm really working at keeping those distances for a long time. I used to do a 10K usually on average 52 minutes. I'm now doing a 15K in 55 minutes. So yeah, I'm really proud of myself and happy about that. So what is your New Year's resolution that you're going to take away and change to baby step goals of accountability and knowing you can achieve them? Remember how I talked about weight loss? Do not use that word, I want to lose weight, because weight loss has a really negative word to it. That loss, right? So instead, change that weight loss thought into, I'm going to change my body shape. And that's one of the reasons I call my fitness classes shape shift sessions, because, excuse me, the more active my ladies become, their body state starts to change, right? And we're not talking about, growing huge muscles here. We're talking about when they're active, their metabolism increases. When they're incorporating body resistance, weight resistant exercise, muscles use energy from the storage. So I'll say fat cells, they use that as energy to work out. And also when you work your muscles, the time for recovery takes longer. So, you know, of all these positive things, and these women's shapes are shifting. They're replacing what was storage on their body or body fat, and they're now replacing with leaner muscle. So their shape is changing. And it's really empowering and wonderful to see that transformation happen, because in their mind it changes. And just, you know, really newest, one of my newest ladies that joined in the fall, you know, I hadn't exercised for God knows how many years. She joined in September. And for November, she was my Shape Shift winner of the month, because every month one of the ladies wins a beautiful prize for being accountable and showing up and making her health, her wellness, and movement important. So, you know, took a picture of her, and I tagged her on it and put it on her page on Facebook, saying, you know, congrats. And I didn't say, you know, I didn't label my class or anything. All I said was, you know, Diane, it's awesome. You're being accountable, and I'm seeing such positive brightness and transformation happening. It was something along those lines. It didn't say what she was doing or anything, but just, you know, bravo for your achievement, and posted a picture of her with a big smile, a beautiful big smile. And, you know, all these people, her friends, family members, you know, everyone on Facebook started just shooting comments to her like, oh my gosh, you've changed, and oh my gosh, a transformation. And she's getting these huge high fives and love sent out to her. So again, that positive reinforcement even got heightened even more. So yeah, it's changing that mindset, changing the way you view things is huge, and makes a huge difference in your mind when you get rid of that negative and fulfill it with a positive mindset. As you know, as an empowering movement life coach, that is what I really emphasize, is the mindset, right? So that is my tip for you. Again, I always like to keep it under 10-15 minutes, right? In my doggy wants out. Lucky, do you want outside? Yeah. I'll let you out in a few minutes. So that was my tip to you. You know, get rid of the huge multiple goals you have set, and start with a small goal. If you're not sure how to lay that out, then what I'd love to do is meet for a virtual 15-minute virtual tea or chat. I want to know how I can support you moving forward into 2018. I'd love to know who you are, what you do, what are your goals, and how can I support you moving forward to 2018. So, sound good? You know, feel free to comment below. I love to read comments on my videos, my lives. I always respond back. You know, if you're saying, yes, Tanya, this is something I needed to hear, then write that comment down, you know, like it, share it, give it love. You can always follow me on my YouTube channel, Tanya Otterstein-Liehs. And again, I will see you next Friday, the 15th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going forth about the holiday season. That is about it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sharing, liking, loving, and I wish you all the best. A wonderful, wonderful weekend. Tear up that New Year's resolution. Make it baby steps. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.